1 second.
Oh, Dakota. Are we live?
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Huh? Oh, no, but we're live on the, it's Winter Brook, and sitting with me today on Long Island in Northport Village is UK world-renowned physical medium and trance healer, Gary Mannion. Hi,
Hello.
Gary. Want to say hi to everybody?
Thank you for having me.
Gary blessed us in Northport by tagging us on to the end of his recent tour upstate, and also at Lilydale, where we were teaching physical mediumship for the week. And in the background, Gary was working with a lovely woman, Mary Bursch Macaron, which for those of you that know me, I'm not very good with names, but no, I can remember Mary really well, and she's awesome. She's another Rotarian. So they have put together, with the assistance of some other stellar physical mediums like Kai Mugi, Bill Bolt, and Native American physical medium Vinnie Nar, a spectacular physical mediumship conference, an international one with all the talent coming, scheduled for April 3rd through the 7th of 2024 in Albany. I'm going to let Gary talk a little bit about it. He's one of the organizers, the demonstrators, and the teachers.
So it's 5 days. We've got 4 demonstrating physical mediums. So myself, I'll be demonstrating the English-based seances. We have Bill Bolt, who'll be demonstrating American-based. Kai Mugo, who'll be demonstrating German-based. And then we've got Vinnie Nar, who'll be demonstrating Native American-based. And there are some slight differences. So, for example, in German physical mediumship, generally mediums aren't tied down, they're held, as Kai will be in his seances. So you've got the 4 seances, you have 5 demonstrations on all different areas of physical mediumship. And then throughout the week, you've got multiple classes, so you can actually learn to develop yourself in all the different range and areas that physical mediumship covers.
Right. And with that, the teachers are going to be not only Kai Mugi and Gary Mannion, but the lovely Inga Croson from Australia and Karen Richards. Thank you. It's me. It's not them. It's definitely me with the names. Good old Doc Neil Rezpowski, the former president of Lilydale, and me so far have been scheduled and confirmed to be teaching during the days of the conference. And one of the things I was blown away, and I said, you know, we really have to do this interview to explain how much is going into this event, is that the first day will be from 2 to 8, and there'll be
2 to 10.
2 to 10, I'm sorry. And there will be activities to do. And the last 4 days, it'll be a Wednesday through a Sunday. So it'll go from 9 in the morning until 10 at night. A typical schedule would be everyone would be up to the 100 people that register. And believe it or not, they open ticket sales Saturday. Today is Tuesday. And Gary, how many tickets have sold?
So just before we went live, we just passed the 75 mark.
All right. So 3/4 of the tickets have sold in 4 or 5 days. So I really wanted to get this out for my peeps, because I don't want them to miss an opportunity. This is going to be a fabulous event. But as I started to say, a typical day, there'll be a class starting at 9 a.m. that'll run to about 10:15. At which point it'll be a half-hour coffee break. And then there'll be another class from 10:45 to 1 in a small group. The first class in the morning is everyone. The second one would be a small group. There'll be 5 groups of 20 more or less, maybe 21, 19. See how it works out. Um, then a lunch hour at 1 to 2, then another class from 2 to 4:15, which will be a small group mixture. And they're going to not keep us in the same, like, it's not going to be small group A and small group B are meeting with each other all the time. They're going to mix small group A with small group C so that you're going to be able to mingle and network, because that's very important. When we go to these events, we're not only going to learn from the tutors and from our experiences brought through from spirit at these events, but we're going to meet other like-minded persons that we may eventually become friends with, colleagues. I know I work with a lot of people that I've actually met through retreats like this. I co-host for the Spirit Chat with Mari and Winter Brook. I've met through another group like this. And it's important that we get to mix and mingle and get to know each other. Who else is out there practicing the crafts that we are? But after the 2 to 4:15 class, there'll be a 4:15 to 6:30. Now that's 4 classes, guys. One of those will be a seance. Seances will be held during the day, depending on your group and your schedule. Then there'll be an hour and a half for dinner, and then there'll be a demonstration by one of the top headliners. So now the important thing I want you guys to know, if you haven't signed up, if you're a little frightened about the amount of activity, remember, you don't, this isn't high school. We won't send it's not law school either. We used to have an attendance taker, and if you weren't in your seat 3 times in a semester, you failed, no questions. So it won't be like that here. If you need to take a class off because you want to go shop the vendors, you can do that. But you'll have the opportunity to attend 3 classes in a seance each day, as well as a demonstration at night, the mix and mingles at lunch. And it's all being done in one location, a hotel.
Yes.
No weather problems, right?
No, we've all had good weather. It's at the Desmond Hotel, so it's a lovely venue. We've got a nice courtyard. We've got 7 rooms to work with. And then all the bedrooms are kind of off the courtyard as well. So you haven't got far to go. And it is designed to not only showcase all aspects of physical mediumship, but you'll have the opportunity to watch demonstrations from those who are actually practicing it in the field, as well as actually have a go at learning. So when you go along to the classes, you're not just going to sit and hear people talking about it, you're actually going to give it a go. But everything you then learn, you'll actually get a chance to see it being done by those that are doing it day in, day out. They are full-on days, but it is designed that you're not just going to be there for the week and then forget about it. We want you to meet with others. We want you to mix with others. We want you to make long-term friends, maybe sitters that will meet up with you physically or over Zoom. So it's really there to build a course so that physical mediumship can continue to grow with you after you leave the conference.
Absolutely, because, 10 years ago, it was really unheard of for people to be sitting. I mean, outside of the major areas like AFC or, in the UK, but around here. And honestly, on Long Island, most people, even working mediums, have not heard of physical mediumship. So I've been having a blast, first promoting Sue Barnes' event.
Mm-hmm.
And now this one, because I'd like to get the word out to people who are unaware of the existence of physical mediumship and the potential of us as spirit incarnate to work with spirit discarnate and connect the 2 worlds in a manner that's different than the medium receives and gives. This way, we all work together and materialize or bring it into the physical. So I'm super excited about that aspect. It's also nice, Gary, that, I haven't seen Kai. So I'm so super excited. I was supposed to see him when his last trip in 2019, and I couldn't for personal reasons. And so this is exciting for me. Your mediumship style is very different from Bill Bolt. So it's a nice, and I'm assuming, as you said, Kai in the German
Very different type of phenomena, different experiments that the teams will do.
I've seen pictures, I've heard him talk online, but not in person. So I'm super, super excited. And Vinny Nar, I've heard wonderful things about with all the Yeepy ceremonies he does at Neil Respowski's. And again, it's something I would have loved to attended, but it's such a long trip for me, 8-9 hours up to Lilydale. Being able to, it's like a 3.5 hour ride from Long Island. So for my local peeps watching this little interview, this is up in the Albany area, and it's a pretty close drive. So it's, I have to fly to Lilydale and it gets expensive. So this is going to be reasonable in its close proximity to those of us in the Northeast. For those that are a little further away, sorry, but the flip side of this is bringing together all this wonderful talent in one place. Plus, you can stay at the hotel. Albany is the capital of New York State, and there is going to be plenty of public transportation. So, you probably can avoid renting cars and all that good stuff.
I think as well. So we are literally across the road from the airport. If you want to fly in, there's even a free shuttle, so you don't have to worry about how you're going to get from the airport to the hotel. There's a cat there.
Okay, for anyone that knows me, and Gary has gotten used to my critters, being that he stayed here for the last 5 days, I always have cats around. I'm a big animal person, and people like to see them too, even on these little videos. So Rumi's saying hello and go, go, go. He approves of Gary. He likes physical mediumship.
So we're opposite the airport. Around the hotel, there are a lot of amenities. There's a mall nearby. There's all the food stores you could think of. So, if you're coming with a partner who isn't interested in physical mediumship and you don't want to go on your own, that's fine. Bring them along. There's something for them to do while you're doing the conference. The conference itself is $900 for the 5 days. So we're literally trying to run it at cost to make it affordable for you, the students. So all the presenters there have agreed to work at a very nominal price. Now, just traveling alone to go see 4 different physical mediums would cost you nearly $900. Paying for the seances themselves would cost about $600. So you're getting all of that, plus all the demos, all the classes included in that $900. And literally, we're not holding back on anything. The conference is going to be full on. We're gonna shower you, but at your own pace. So it's there. You can take a break when you need to, but you can, experience everything for a very cheap price.
Yes, because as we started out in the beginning, and Rumi just likes to be the center of attention, like all gingers. That would be. I think Rumi's gonna need to go out of the. That would be. 4 demonstrations. No,
so
4
4 seances.
5 demonstrations.
Now I've worked the schedule as well, so everyone will get to have a go at everything. You're not going to have to pick between one thing or another. It is designed that you will get to see every physical medium. You will get to take part in every class that happens, every demo that happens. You will not miss anything, unless you're so exhausted from the previous day that you need to take a little break.
Some of the topics, I know Gary said we're going to cover all aspects of physical mediumship. At least if it's not demonstrated, it'll be spoken about. But some of them are transfiguration, that's my area, and spoon bending and telekinesis, ITC. There'll be a program on becoming or having a circle leader, what the duties and responsibilities are, and who's the most appropriate person in the group. I can tell you from my own personal experience, my circle is Shambhala Circle. Our most difficult thing is no one wants to be circle leader because we love everyone in the group and no one wants to be bossy with the other people. So it's a democracy. We'll see how that works. It's an experiment. Gary will be teaching his famous trance to physical, and they'll be working cabinet work. Now, one of the things I do when I teach transfig, I put the students in the cabinet. And it was a fabulous time when we were just up in Lilydale for the week-long symposium. I saw amazing transfiguration by my students, some of whom had never sat in a cabinet. For me, it was amazing because I'm always in the cabinet. I don't really get to see what's going on. I see Mary's here. She attended that conference. You were in one of the classes where they elongated the ears and waved to everyone. So there will be opportunities for many of the students to sit in a cabinet if they haven't already done so, with a teacher there to assist them, and also do's and don'ts on how to have the most effective circle, save you time from possibly making errors that those of us who've been sitting for a while have made. Yeah, it's going to be fabulous. Now, in addition to the $900 conference fee, the hotel has been negotiated to have a room rate of $149 plus the taxes, but you can have up to 4 people in the room. It's 2 double beds. So if you have 4 of you, it's like $50 a night. If you want to just share a room with one person, it's like $100 a night. Gary works too much, and that's what he's experiencing. And then what does he do? He hangs out with a workaholic, right? They've also negotiated a food package. You do not have to buy the food package,
Yep.
But if you wanted to, for convenience, the hotel has a highly rated restaurant. And this is the hotel where all the assemblymen for our state legislatures stay at when they go up to do state business. So it's nice. It's for 5 lunches and 5 dinners would be $610. That includes tips and tax. Yep. Now, in the event, the rooms themselves have Keurigs and little refrigerators, so you can bring your own breakfast or pick up some milk for cereal, etc. There is a little shop you can pick up, inexpensive things. And it's Albany, it's the state capital. So you can always go out for breakfast if you like a big full breakfast. You don't need to buy the food package. You could just, make sandwiches for the week or go to the grocery store, and you could put stuff in I don't know if the rooms have microwaves, but I think
so there is microwave on request. Now with the food, 600 may sound like a lot. So that's 10 meals. They are buffet. They're all you can eat buffets. Now, if you go out, what you're going to pay for a meal that you may not even finish. And then when you've paid your taxes on top and your fees and you've tipped, it's actually going to work out a lot cheaper just to get the package because you've got then 10 meals. You can eat as much as you want. You can eat as little or as much as you want for a set price. But yes, it is optional if you are going to be, you don't eat much, or you're just going to be eating every now and then, or you want to try something different every night, then you've got the option. There are so many restaurants around.
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, it's our state capital. So the only thing is, if you do the meal package, the plus with that is you'll probably see most of the other students and you'll be able to sit and chat with them. That's something I enjoyed at AFC. We all sat together pretty much and ate meals when we got the Arthur Finley College when we've gone over there. So, and that's when you're, spending a lot of time meeting new friends and potential work colleagues. So that's about it. So the cost is $900 plus the hotel. The hotel costs will vary depending whether you want to be in your own room or if you're going to have roommates. And then the meals, which will depend if you want the package or you want to go out or get Uber foods in. What do they do? The kids do? I know you don't even live in this country. They have something where the foods, oh, Mary, you probably know the answer. I drive to the Chinese place and pick up my own food. The delivery thing. These kids,
Uber
they
Eats.
order in an
Uber
omelet.
Eats.
Grubhub.
Or Grubhub.
That's it.
Grubhub.
It's called the Grubhub. So it's Albany. I'm sure they'll have like Grubhubs. But I wonder if the roof is going to pop with all this energy, because it's not only the presenters who are mediums, but many of the people who are attending are, and many of them are developing in this area. As I said, when I taught at Lilydale, I saw some fascinating, I had fascinating experiences with the transfiguration, watching my students. It was just wonderful. So let me see if we have any questions. Hi, Christine Mabs. Oh, I'm glad you love my cat. Okay, Christine asked how much it is, so I think I already answered that. So 900 for all the courses and DEMS and seances. The hotel is probably about 180 when you add the taxes in. And that can be one person or four. So that will depend on how many roommates you have. And the meal ticket, if you want that, is 600, or you can go out for meals on your own and, look at the menus online. Is the dress code black for sitting, for trans and physical? That's a great question.
That is a question. Yes, so ideally we will ask people to wear darkened clothes. It's not necessarily essential for every seance, but ideally if you can wear darkened clothes, that would be great. Just checking as well, we're now down to 73 spaces. Another two have gone since we started. So if you haven't booked, so we're only down 23 spaces, sorry. So if you haven't booked yet, please book.
Okay, so Christina Rawls just messaged that she tried to purchase her ticket Saturday and never found where to pay. So Christina, I suggest that you reach out to Gary.
I'll send you a message. I have got you on the list. So what happens at the moment is if you're interested, you register on the website. Mary will then be in touch with everyone. She's already started. We've got a lot more people responded than we thought would be that quick. So she'll send you all the details for payments. All you need to do now is just register on the website. But I have got you down, Christina.
So great. And I'm just looking. I don't see if anybody has any questions in the Zoom room. Nope, everyone looks good. I'm just so excited. Gary was here this weekend and he did 2 seances. For the first time, we had seances in my office in Northport, other than my Shambhala circle, of course. And it was just a wonderful moment because most people are unaware of this. I was till I was asked to give a talk at the local historical society, and they wanted something history-based. So I decided to speak of the birth of modern spiritualism and the Fox sisters. And the day before I gave the talk, they were cleaning files out, and the woman opens the first file, and there was an article from the Brooklyn Eagle from 1888. And it was interviewing the head of the spiritualist movement in Little Northport Village, Jesse Jervis. Apparently, my little village was one of the larger spiritualist communities along the Eastern Seaboard back in the 1860s, 70s, and 80s. And it was common practice for all the, people about town to sit in groups on Friday evenings and Saturday evenings for seances in their home. So we do have a lot of spirits in the town, and I'm so blessed that we now got some super physical mediumship. So maybe we'll attract some more. But on that note, I just wanted, you got 23 spaces left?
3.
Okay. And it's not even been 5 days.
We launched 3 days ago.
Yeah, so peeps, Northport and Long Island peeps. I mean, everyone around the world's invited, but guys, this is a no-brainer. If you are interested in physical mediumship, getting the 4 headliners that are able to coordinate their schedules and come to the US in New York, plus the tutors coming from Australia. You guys always got me. And Neil coming down from Lilydale. No brainer. This is the one. Okay, so that's about it. If I don't see any other, we didn't want to be long. I wanted to give my folks a chance not to get closed out from this, and also to bring it information to others who are interested but are waiting for to wait and see. They might get closed out and put waitlisted. So, all right. God bless.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah.